All right. What's up, everybody? How y'all doing out there in YouTube world or whatever? So I watched Sporting Icon's little video on the whole Deontay Wilder 80 million, and he said it came from Derek Chisora. Did a little research and come to find out it didn't. But just like any other time he makes a video, if he sits there, it talks about Deontay Wilder fans, calls them all kind of whatever names. The same thing with Tyson Fury fans, and the list goes on. He can't just speak facts or anything like that. So what I did, I looked it up. Now Deontay Wilder's name and $80 million has been floating around for quite some time. It ain't nothing new, and it wasn't Derek Chisora. Now, with that being said, when it comes to Tyson Fury, I don't believe a damn thing the dude says. Never have, never will. It is what it is. And for everyone out there uh, that believes what Tyson Fury has to say, I would recommend that they take everything that he says with a grain of salt. You have to really trust but verify this guy. You know, his whole damn family seems like they have to tell a lie every day just to survive. When it's not even needed to lie, they will still lie. We all remember the interview of Tyson Fury's daddy saying that he ain't seen his son in like a month or so or whatever, and he walks right behind him. I mean, don't try to tell me it's CGI or whatever. I'm pretty sure everybody out here knows that the guy's lies, but there are some few people out there that, are defending the hell out of him. Well, let's see here. Where should I start? I'm gonna start with putting this in the chat just in case anybody wants to come on. And let's go down the list of exhibits of $80 million and Deontay Wilder's name, right? Let's see. Screen share. All right. This one says the winner of Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight could earn $138 million in 12 months on prize money alone. That's what this article says back in February 2020. Right? And then right here, I don't know the gentleman, I don't know how to pronounce the gentleman's name. Manuk Okupayan. He says this just in: Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury have each signed a contract to walk home with a guaranteed $5 million purse tonight. Top-ranked Bob Arum and Carl Morietti tell me each fighter can make upward of $40 million after pay-per-view buys are tabulated. That's what he says in February, right? Derek Chisora in March says he hasn't said anything, has he? Because he knows if that fight between Wilder and Fury, he says if he knows that fight, he's got to get at least $80 million just sitting down. So he's biding his time. He's got a 3-fight deal. Yeah? The legal side is there, bro. I'm telling you, man. We all want the fight to happen, but it's not going to happen now. See? And this is in March. But the first guy who contributed to it is this guy who writes, is a journalist, writer for LA Times and Boxing Scene, right? He does commentating, right? Boxing Writers and the MMA JA member, NFL Media, and Trib Pub. all these are links to their Twitter pages, but if you go to their Twitter pages and you pull it up, right, you would see that he's been writing for every single last one of these people. I got some comments. Let's see. You show me. I just told you what I don't know. You talking about the ES News with Wilder's trainer? Well, how about you give me the link and I'll pull it up and we could talk about it, because I don't know why you're so infatuated with this stuff, but give me the link, because I don't know where the link is at. So how about you find me the link and we can watch the video on here and then we could talk about it. How about that? How about you do some research real fast for me, please? All right. Okay, cool. But let me finish this. I'll talk about it. Talking about motherfuckers is scared and shit. Dude, next time when you come in here, ask. All right. Don't assume about people and stuff like that. You know, that's whatever, man. Just send the shit. Right. So this is the guy who came up with the piece on the 80 million with Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, right? Derek Chisora must have seen this, or Derek Chisora must have heard something from somebody else about 80 million, because why would he just pick a number? Now, with that $80 million being said, coming out of Tyson Fury's mouth, we all have to take what he says with it. Well, I'm taking it with a grain of salt, because I don't trust a damn thing the dude says. So y'all could choose to do what y'all want with that. I'm not. But as you can see right here that I just pulled up, that's who said it. This guy right here. This guy, my bad, I didn't mean to do that, but this guy right here on Twitter. Listen, we're not making this up here. All right. This whole Derek Chisora little stunt right here with the $80 million. Obviously, he got the $80 million from somewhere. Maybe somebody should ask him where he got the $80 million from, right? Now, even in this article, Anthony Joshua, 80 million, Deontay Wilder guaranteed proven, says Frank Warren. And this is in February of 2019. So this $80 million thing keeps going around. Deontay Wilder gave Tyson Fury 80 million reasons, whatever, 2021, right? Oh, yeah. He done lots of cocaine. Yeah. He done lots of cocaine. Yep. I was just using that to pull up the photo of him. Well, while we wait for this guy, let me take y'all off the screen share real quick. While we wait for this guy to post a link to the fuckery, I'm waiting, homie. You say you was gonna drop the link. I thought you had it. Thought you had the link on speed dial or something like that. No? Yeah, I don't think so. So you can't post it in here? You can't post the link in the chat? You can't post the link in the chat? Like, why would I have to go back to look at the video when you could just post a link in the chat? That's the shit people be talking about, man. Y'all want people to talk about stuff, but y'all can't even be. You just posted it where? Post it in the chat right here. In the live chat. Post it in the live chat. I'm not doing all that back and forth. Hold up. No, I can't see it. Because you didn't post it. Oh my God. These people, man. These people. I tell you what, they just do everything in the world just to hear their voice heard. As a matter of fact, dude, who are you? That's really what I want to know. Like, who are you? How you find my channel? right? Who sent you? How'd you get here? That's what really I want to know. Nah, man, I don't see your link. I really don't. So all right, cool. Post the link. Now post it. Come on now. We waiting. We're waiting for this bombshell breaking news from you. You're a mod. Post the link. He ain't gonna post that shit. It's gonna be all motherfucking. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I got it now. About motherfucking time. Yeah, I had to move you as a moderator, man, because you ain't gonna be up in here. You ain't gonna be up in here messing up all my shit. Tell you that much. No sir, Bob. Let's see what you're talking about, though, man. Let's see what you're talking about. Yeah, I got it.
But like I said before, it's not about power, speed, or condition. It's about skills. I think I use my head better than Chris does in the ring. That's the most important thing. I have to ask you this: Deontay Wilder, 31-0, 31 knockouts.
Oh, my bad.
I got a quick question. Deontay Wilder, 31-0, 31 knockouts. What?
As the one interviewer asked Deontay Wilder, I understand your career has been strategically choreographed. Listen, we will fight Deontay Wilder, but we will fight him when he's 40-0, right? So he got 9 more fights to get. He gonna fight my grandmother. She dead. We gonna wake her up, put the dirt off of her. My grandmother's grandmother. Come on now, when you're 31-0 in America as a heavyweight champion, his name should be posted on everybody's refrigerator, right or wrong. Come on now, 31-0, your household name, right? He's fighting guys out in the top 50 in the world. You see the last fight, the guy got hit. The guy got hit with a phantom punch.
No, he landed that punch.
Where? What punch? The right hand?
Yeah.
Is that right hand?
Left. I think was it? Yeah, the left.
He slapped him with the left, and he blew him out with the right hand. Come on now.
He right. No, he did. Chris,
Why do you say his name right?
Bermain Stavert.
Berman.
Berman? Since when? You changed your name?
No,
he did it. Say what?
Berman.
Why didn't you correct me the first 1,000 times? Hey, Chris.
Because everybody's fucking it up.
Okay, but true story. I'm gonna tell you. Nobody knows this, but Malik Scott did have a little bubble, like a bump after that. He did get hit.
But put it this way, Malik Scott never came in that big before in his life. Malik Scott came in to exactly what he's supposed to do, lay down. But I'm not taking anything from Malik Scott. But here's the thing, right? This boy fought. Who's he fought? I mean, 31 wins, 31 KOs. You know, his own people come to me and say, you know, you get knocked out in the gym. I said, no, he's too tall. I have no legs. His own people telling me this. Right? One right hand from this guy right here, his career is over.
I gotta ask you this.
That's the only thing I hate about boxing. I mean, it's okay to build a fighter, but goddamn, 31? Come on.
What's up, Tyrone? What's happening? Well, there you go. I played your video. I played the video that you wanted to play, and tell me, what do you think about it? Before I go in on this video, what did you get out of this video with Don House sitting there with Bermain Stavern, RB20 DET? I just played it. They could go back. I'm asking you the question. You wanted me to play it. You wanted me to talk about it. So I played the video. So now I want you to sit there and explain to me, what did you get out the video and what it meant to you? Give me your synapses of the video. Tyrone says, salute. Tyrone also goes to say, laugh out loud, I do remember House talking about Wilder. Yeah. Yeah, don't say nothing yet, Tyrone, because I want this guy to tell me what did he get out of that video. Because he came up in here and he wants people to, I don't know, he's okay, he said, why would Wilder employ someone who dissed him? He employed somebody that dissed him that he was fighting against. Duh. He was on an opposite team. Duh. It'd behoove Don House to sit there and talk shit about everybody else, like a lot of people do, to boost this fighter's profile, like a lot of promoters and shit do. But now you're saying that he said Breland was a snake, laugh my ass off. He probably was a snake. There's gonna be truth and lies and a lot of things that people say. There's truth in what Tyson Fury says. But like I said, you got to take all that shit with a grain of salt. But Don House was who? For Bermain Stavern. And who was Deontay Wilder to Bermain Stavern, Team Bermain Stavern, and Don House? The ops. The ops. And now Don House is over there. So Don House probably told Deontay Wilder it was him. Just saying. Just saying. What trainer out there, how many trainers out there, right, is talking good about their fighter, their fighter's opponent? Saying, oh yeah, this is the third. A lot of times it's about a 50-50 mix. You get the shit talking over here from some guys, and you don't get it from other guys. Thanks for the dislike. I really do appreciate that because, you know, it ain't going to mean me no harm. And I'm pretty sure it was Breland. But at the end of the day, to me, it really doesn't mean anything with Don House over there because I understand where he's coming from. And that's just what some people do. They talk shit. You know, Tyrone Boxing, TS Boxing said, Breland and CANT for Wilder for Fury 1. Deontay does have skills like I had when I was 12. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I put it to you like this. And I'm pretty sure old boy ran off because he didn't hear what he wanted to fucking hear. And he's probably the one that hit the dislike button. He's probably gonna cry to his buddies and shit. But it is what it is. I made this whole video to just shit on other people about this whole $80 million shit. The $80 million might be true with Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder, but does it matter? And then, you know, you got people out there saying that, oh, Tyson Fury ain't got $80 million. Tyson Fury got to work. If he wants to be a boxer and he wants to get in the ring and he doesn't fight Deontay Wilder, that basically means the rest of his proceeds goes to Deontay Wilder. That's why you have to take people to court if they don't pay up to try to get the judge to sign off of taking their fucking possessions. But what do I know? I'm not no fucking lawyer or nothing like that. But it doesn't take a fucking rocket scientist to figure out if you got enough money, you could petition the courts and stuff like that to get shit up out of people when they fucking owe you. William Old School Art, what's happening, baby? Hope all is well, man. Hope over there in them bushes. I mean, but that's what somebody said, right? They said Tyson Fury ain't got $80 million. Where the $80 million is going to come from? It's going to come from future proceeds from him fucking fighting. Now, you might not get the whole total amount of $80 million because of depends on who he fights. It's not going to make that much money, but it's designed to hurt that person for damages that they gave to somebody else. So, like I said from the get-go, in order for you to get Tyson Fury in the ring, you would have to take something that you have to take something from him that he's not willing to lose. Money. And that's just how it is. And I don't understand how a lot of people out there think don't understand that you can't force people like Tyson Fury to do things. Because without money, what would he be doing? He can't. His eating habit, his traveling habit, his cocaine habit, alcohol habit, prostitute habit goes all out the window. He gotta have that money. Who the fuck is gonna turn around? Who's gonna fuck uh $40 million, $80 million, $100 million, $138 million, whatever, how many millions of dollars? Who's gonna fucking give up all they shit just to fight Anthony Joshua on a prayer that you're gonna get $100 million? Because there was no concrete evidence that AJ and Fury's gonna get $100 million. There was no proof. There's no news articles out of Saudi Arabia that motherfuckers is about to pay them that money. There's no proof. If you look at Anthony Joshua's all of his purses, all of his fights, what did he did? 101.5 views worldwide, and you only got $20 million. You got less than $20 million in pay-per-view sales out of the UK. So I'm just saying, where's this fucking money coming from? Tyrone said, I'd be very surprised if Fury wins on the 9th. Everything pointing to him losing. William Osgood aren't Fury after he fights. Wilder should be forced out of boxing. Fury after he fights Wilder should be forced out of boxing, period. I think something's gonna happen. I think something's gonna happen. And I think shit's gonna fall. I think shit's just gonna start falling apart. And he might not be forced out, but he lose against Wilder. It's gonna be hard. I don't know. He says he got depression and shit like that, but I highly doubt it. But we see that he's a quitter. When the going gets tough, he fucking quits he quits the sport of boxing. We've seen it. Oh, William said he's predicting that Usyk beating AJ. Hey, I wouldn't doubt it. So Tyrone, Tyson Fury to me ain't looking too good. I mean, as far as the conditioning, but like I said, in the first fight and in the second fight, he doesn't have that type of body type, and just because you're a big guy doesn't mean you can't perform. But with that being said, I don't think that he's been given it enough time, and you just don't know what to believe. You hear his dad when you hear he got COVID. Conveniently, he has the thing with his child, which made me believe that he never had COVID, because I would have left for my child as well. He said, his daddy said they will fight when they're ready. So it's kind of like, are they ready? But things are coming out of their mouth. You're going to take it with a grain of salt. But I don't trust a damn thing them motherfuckers say. And I'm glad old boy left, because that video he showed was just a piece of trash. I expect any trainer or promoter or whatever to talk shit about their opponents and tell only they can't. Maybe Deontay Wilder was getting knocked out in sparring. And he was knocking everybody out in the ring on fight night. So to me, it doesn't really matter. But never heard of any reports of Deontay Wilder getting knocked out in camp from anybody that he used to train with. Williams said, TS Boxing, the fact that Fury can't cheat in the upcoming fight, he will lose. No way will it go to a decision. Wilder won't let that happen. Trust me. Yeah, and I think the refs is gonna be. I think the refs gonna be on them elbows and that choking and the hit to the back of the head shit. Like, everybody know he hit Wilder in the back of the head. Like, it wasn't no fucking how would you say? Everybody knows it, but nobody wants to fucking point it out, because obviously they don't care. But at the end of the day, if Wilder didn't want to leave it to a cowardly act from his team, he should never gotten that predicament. You know what I'm saying? You told him what to do, no towel throwing is and shit like that. He should have not put himself in that predicament. And this and it is what it is. But like I said, who do you think wins, Mike, if you were to put money on it, to be honest? Which fight? Okay. So that Usyk and Anthony Joshua one. The only variable in that fight is really what can Usyk do in the heavyweight division based off of his last couple fights at heavyweight, and it doesn't seem like he could do very much. Now we know he fought Derek Chisora, which is quietly heavy-fisted guy, heavy guy, and stuff like that. But he's not one of the best tacticians in the world. But if Derek is hitting you every now and again, and he's not the best tactician in the world, I'm pretty sure that AJ is going to hit you. But I think AJ is going to make it. If AJ fights like he did in his last two fights, he's going to make it easier on Usyk. But this is a good chance. But when I say he's going to make it easier on Usyk, I don't mean that AJ is going to win in that aspect. It just means that it just makes he's not going to take that much punishment. But as far as Usyk's just going to have to. He's going to have to figure. I don't know if he figured it out. I don't know if he can or he can't. But it looks like he ain't got that much popping power. But we did see the Navy. We did hear the articles about and from the horse's mouth, Edward Hearns, Navy SEAL psychologist, when it comes to the likes of Anthony Joshua leading up to the Ruiz 1 fight. We did see how the chin looked in the Ruiz 1 fight. We did see how the chin looked in the Ruiz 2 fight, when we did see how the chin looked against Pulev. So to me, there's some things to take into account for. So to me, the variable is like, what can Usyk do? You know what I'm saying? With some of those flurries, the uppercuts, the jab. That's what I would say. And them hooks is nice too. But I don't know, man. I see Usyk losing, man. If he doesn't show nothing by the fourth round, like that, he can do something that's either going to go to a decision or he's going to get knocked out. But if it goes to decision, that's because of AJ. It ain't because of AJ trying to knock him out. That's because AJ's trying to do this whole boxing thing because he ain't got no fucking chin. And that's just straight up. I don't know why people ain't saying with that. He don't have a fucking chin. His chin is extra fucking zesty. Now, with I think Wilder's going to outbox Fury. That's my prediction. He's going to outbox Fury. I told people over and over again, Wilder needs to throw combination and Wilder needs to be more lighter on his feet. And that's what Malik is doing. That's what he's doing. He even said it. See, being light on your feet makes you the deadliest man on the planet or whatever. Like, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see it. To see it. If you athletic, why not use it? You know what I'm saying? Why not use them legs? Everybody that Tyson Fury fought against moved. They didn't just sit there. You know what I'm saying? Move. The more you have Tyson Fury work, see, this is the reason why a lot of people think that Tyson Fury has stamina. Because he don't have to fucking work hard in most of his fights. People just fucking stand there in front of him. All the people that got up and moved around the fucking ring, right, has made him look dog shit tired. Out of Wallin. He looked dog shit tired to me. Out of Wallin looked dog shit tired too. That's why he couldn't get him up out of there, in my opinion. But I'm telling y'all, this Tyson Fury does not have the best stamina in the world. He has the best stamina in the world because people allow him to get away. People let him off the fucking hook. Damn. y'all moving this motherfucking fucking shit. Y'all moving it. What the fuck is going on? Tyrone said, I think about the fight every day since the last one. I can't get it out of my mind, out of my head, and I can't get over the second fight. I mean, that shit, I've been over that motherfucker the same night. Take it for what it is. Tyrone also goes to say, I think AJ win a controversial decision. That'd be nasty. Because I'm tired of them kind of controversial decisions, man. Because it's been too many of them in the row, man. And this in the sport is looking bad. Got the sport looking bad with all these weirdo decisions and shit like that. They got all these homies hooking homies up and shit like that. It's looking bad in these streets. Tyrone said Wilder will win early within 6. I hope you get him up out of there, man. Williams says Tyrone boxing. I predict the 7th round KO by Wilder. And like I said, I hope he get him up out of there, but I hope he wins all them damn rounds too. I hope he wins majority of the rounds before he knocks his ass out. That's what I'm hoping. I just because Wilder, that's what Wilder has to do, man. You know, Wilder has to show people that he could box. Well, he doesn't need to, but this is what I would like. I would like Wilder to show people that he could box, or that he possesses more boxing capabilities than they thought that he did. And the reason why I said it is because they already scared of the right hand. They definitely gonna be scared of the rest. You know what I'm saying? Now they're gonna have to really think before they throw a punch and shit like that. That's what I want to see. Yeah, those body punches, man. But the only thing about those body punches, man, is when Tyson Fury throws that funky ass shot to the back of your fucking head. That's the only thing I'm worried about, is when you're throwing those body shots like that, because he likes to throw to the back of people's heads. And if we look at the sport of boxing, there's a lot of people out there that literally aim for the back of people's heads on purpose. Whether or not they chopping, whether or not they purposely sliding their elbow across the back of their chrome, the forehead, and shit like that. Come on, man. They just dirty. And nut shots too. You see some of these low blows, they're extremely fucking low. Might as well call some of these boxers hit them down low, because they do it every single fight. And it does affect the fighter. If you hit a motherfucker in the nuts a couple of times and the ref don't catch it, yeah, you're going to feel it. Ain't nothing down there but a little Vienna sausage. William said, look, Usyk KO Tony below. If you can KO Tony, why not AJ? Yeah. I mean, that's a good that right there, that's a good one. And the reason why I say that is because, you know, Tony below, he doesn't have no AJ chin. And like I said, I think AJ's chin is extra zesty. And I think that if he get caught, we can watch. If he gets caught, don't look at nothing but them knees. If they start to shake, if they start to look unsteady, I'm telling you, he's gonna try to just back foot you. Jab, 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 couple of shots here and there, try to keep you off of him. That's what he's going to do. He might just come out there doing it the whole night, but if you get caught, he's definitely he's going to be real fucking cautious. Tyrone said, Wim Old School Art, I don't know if you watch MMA, but Nagano Misioki won, what the fuck ever, man, that name is. Got dominated 2.5 years later. He learned a bit of wrestling and dog stopped. Yeah, I heard about yeah, but that's all it takes. I mean, people say like you can't teach your old dog new tricks. You fucking can, right? You fucking can. The problem is with Deontay Wilder is not a lot of fucking shit. It's not like you starting from the ground up all over again and stuff like that. All it is really is foot placement, foot placement, head placement, and hand placement with Deontay Wilder, because you guys talking about people on the streets talking about he's off balance. You need to work on the footwork. People always talk about he throws punches and hits people with the inside of the glove. He needs to work on punch placement. You know what I'm saying? People always say that he gets beat to a certain part till he knocks him out. He needs to work on head movement. That's it. He needs, you know what I'm saying? And all that other stuff's gonna come into play. That's why now he's throwing. Well, he's showing in camp that he's throwing combinations, but all that stuff that we seen with the body shots and all that stuff, I'm telling y'all, that's not what he. If we seen Deontay Wilder from the last fight to now, and how many videos they've been dropping, what they've been saying, and blah blah blah, they ain't showing you everything. If I see people make videos and stuff like that. Yeah, when he was hitting that doing those body, some of those body shots in his, and his stance and stuff like that. Yeah, it looked a bit awkward, but you ain't gonna stand there and take him. You ain't gonna stand there and take him. Who's gonna stand there and take him? Those body shots gonna make you move. How you if that body shot, if they hit you, it's gonna make you move. You ain't gonna be able to throw. That's why he's using the head movement on the way out. That's why he's using the angles on the way out. I mean, that's how I perceive it, but I'm not a boxing coach either. This is just my opinions. Tyrone said, I don't think Usyk can knock out AJ. He hurt Chisora badly. He had him snoring. Yeah, I mean, you said, I do think Usyk can knock out AJ. He hurt Chisora badly, had him snoring. And my whole thing with it is that I just want to see how he looks in the ring for like maybe, a little bit in the round. It don't got to be the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? It could just be a little. I want to see if he could really stay, if he could really stand there with these elite heavyweight boxers since he's here. I want to see how he's going to react when AJ jabs him, how he reacts if AJ happens to hit him with that right hand. I want to see how he react. I mean, he doesn't seem too fucking chinny and shit like that. I mean, he seemed like he got bit of something on them, a little bit of granite on them chins. So, Tyrone said, "Do you hear about big players in boxing trying to bring the WBC Congress, Mike? WBC to Congress, Mike? No. Who's trying to do that? That's what I want to know. Because the only thing I know, I mean, who said it first? That's what I want to know. Who fucking said it first?
They were promised they could invest.
And then when they said it, did they show proof? Did they show anything? Like what's the it's Dante? So what's the proof? That's what I want to know. Because I take his word for it, but that'd be as far as I go until I see something. I mean, there's no offense to anybody, but it looks pretty suspicious when you have people in your chat and everything you say, they just go along with it without even they just go along with it without even saying anything. Man, I don't see Tyrone, what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, Tyrone? You see what I'm saying? I got a phone call. You got a phone call from that's like, if it's gonna fucking happen, right? if it's gonna fucking happen, right? First of all, the WBC is gonna eventually know. Not only is the WBC gonna eventually know, not only that, the WBC is gonna know. The WBC is gonna know who did it. WBC is gonna know who outed them. So I take that shit with a grain of salt. No offense to him, man, but I'm done with taking motherfuckers' word for shit when it comes to boxing and shit like that. I'm done with it. Because there's been time and time over and over again that people have said, I heard from this person or something like that, and then come to find out that ain't that it's all of it's a fucking lie, you know. If they are, they are. I mean, I know the World Boxing Council is in arbitration with the Court of Arbitration in Sports with Dillian White. I know that much. Because I did my last Dillian White video. I had the actual court documents up of Dillian White begging a U.S. court to force WBC to give them some evidence that they can present to the Court of Arbitration in Sports. Yeah. So, but you know what, to tell you the truth, a lot of fighters should do what Dillian White is doing right now. A lot of fighters, Bruce Goes, what's happening? What's happening, man? A lot of fighters out there, literally, they should be suing these sanctioning bodies, because the ABC ain't gonna do shit for them. They're only gonna step up when it's that blatant, and then they make it seem like they didn't suspend the lady for calling Michelle Obama a monkey. They suspended her for calling Michelle Obama a monkey, but didn't suspend her for her horrendous scorecard. So you see what I'm saying? They don't care. They can do whatever the fuck they want to within the parameters of their rules. But to a certain, and then she's still gonna be back. She's still gonna be back. I mean, I don't know how they do it. I don't know if it's a union. I don't know if they get paid salary or whatever the case may be, whether or not they don't show up. I don't know, but she's going to be right back, man. But like I was saying with Dillian White, a lot of these guys need to be suing. Devin Haney needs to sue, because it seems like every time he's able to make money, make a name for himself, the WBC takes his chance away and gives it to somebody else. So, you know, they taking future earnings out of his mouth, possibly future legacy out of his mouth. So, you know, I would start suing if that was these guys. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would start doing. Hell, if you piss hot, you know what I'm saying? Start paying these guys, because obviously everybody else is paying. If you piss hot, pay up. You know what I'm saying? Keep your mouth shut. Do what the WBC or whoever tell you to tell whatever they tell you to do, and get up in there and do your do your time. You know what I'm saying? But it's just crazy. But what Congress gonna do? Nothing. The only thing Congress could do is maybe calls for an investigation into the WBC. That's about it. But anybody, they could do that. They could get with the Court of Arbitration in Sports to have them do an investigation against the WBC. But when they do it that way, they're gonna have to pay. When they do it that way, they're gonna have to pay. They can pay. You can literally pay a private investigator to follow on the Hamburglar Marsilio Suleiman around, or somebody close to him, or any of these guys, right? You can literally pay a couple of private investigators, pay them to watch these guys. And I guarantee you're going to find some shit. I'm pretty sure you're going to find some prostitution or some drugs. You're going to find something. I'm just being real. How does it look? How does it look when you have a judge? I'm sorry. Yeah, you have a judge during the fight, trying to judge a fight, people tripping over him, walking in front of him, bumping him, and he's telling you guys all this shit. And everybody's just like, well, good for you for coming out and saying you fucked up. How the fuck does security allow people to be bumping this dude? How the fuck the boxing commission allowed these people to be so close to this guy, the camera crew, and all these people to be in this dude's way? Like who does that shit? Like, who allows this? You know, it's just me. Why do you even? It's 2021. You shouldn't even have to have a person standing right there. You should have a camera on a swivel on a motor going around the whole ring, following these motherfuckers out of the way. I'm not trying to watch a match and have to look at some dude's ass bent over some ropes, videotaping motherfuckers. I'm just saying. World Boxing Council sucks. And if I was Dillian White, well, another thing with Dillian White, right? Another thing with Dillian White. Well, you know, how the fuck is he fighting? How the fuck is he fighting this dude? This shit isn't Otto Wallin. This is making sense. Otto Wallin is not even in the top 15 of the WBC rankings. He's not. You out, like, Dillian White is literally out here telling people, right? He's telling people, the Court of Arbitration of Sports, that since 2016, he's been doing right by the WBC. He's been fighting tough, stiff competition and shit like that, right? But you fighting Otto Wallin. You want the WBC to make you the mandatory guy, right? And you admitted this whole time you were number one. But number one does not mean you're the mandatory in the WBC. You did admit that. So he did admit once again that he don't know the WBC rules. He did admit it again that he don't know the rules. He just here so he won't get fined. Right? Oh, Bruce. Wow, you really think so? I mean, hey, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, the old 40-year-old knocked him out. Smooth. And then that COVID bit that old 40-year-old man in the ass and fucked him up. He couldn't breathe in that second fight. He couldn't breathe. Yeah. Yeah, let me get past that. Then we're gonna get into this. We could talk about that fight. Yeah, that's something worthy to talk about, I think. And I don't dislike Dillian White. My problem is that the dude should have been on his A game a long time ago. A long fucking time ago, Dillian White could have been already had his title shot. But since he didn't, bust certain moves, you know what I'm saying? And I don't know if it's because he's listening to Edward Hearn or somebody or whoever, right? He didn't get a title shot. And now he's crying. I don't know if y'all seen that last live I did. Dillian White is crying. Talking about he deserves his mandatory shot. Now, but the WBC did, well, so check this out. So before, I don't know if you guys know this, who's all out there, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't even think Wilder's team know this because technically it was in a sealed. The agreement was sealed between White and the WBC, right? But the WBC said, like a month before Dillian White fought Alexander Povetkin, right? The first fight, the WBC said that White does get the winner of Deontay Wilder and Fury, and that Deontay Wilder and Fury, he gets the winner of that, and then whoever's the winner has to start negotiations by December something, and then be done by, and they have 30 days or something like that to do it. And then if the winner couldn't do this and do that, then White would be called by default the WBC champion. That's what the WBC agreed to Dillian White. And then Dillian White loses. And then immediately Dillian White says he wants soft touches. And now he's fighting Otto Wallin, and he's suing. He's trying to sue. He's trying to sue the WBC. He's trying to go to arbitration to ban the WBC to give him his title shot when it's something that he could have already got. But talking about touch-ups, and in the course of your whole career, when you talk about in your case that it was given to Dominic Brazil, because you didn't want to fight who the WBC told you they wanted you to fight. So what was they supposed to do? What was they supposed to do? Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder. Same shit. You had your opportunity. So what was they supposed to do? And you popped. But in your court documents that you filed to the state of Florida, you say that it was allegedly. It says allegedly popped. You didn't. It wasn't alleged. It wasn't an alleged pop. And then you say the thing that it was leaked. You fought a dude with natural with some weird steroid shit in your system. Hey, who? I don't understand. I don't understand why you even put that in your case. Ain't no alleged. Alleged is when you have nothing to corroborate that you did it. You have nothing to corroborate what you did it. Nope. It says Mr. White acknowledges that based on the test results reported to UCAT related to his 20 June 2019 sample, UCAT acted in accordance with the UCAT anti-doping rules by issuing the initial charge and in the conduct of investigation. You popped. You popped. That's why you had to agree with UCAT's ruling. Fucking weirdo. Yeah, Bruce goes, but he just tired out. Otto Wallin's just tired out. He's just tired out. I think, but what I'm trying to say is that he's not ranked. He's not ranked in the top 15. And you're fighting him. That's what I'm saying. You know, and in your court documents, you're using rankings and throughout your whole, like where you've been sitting throughout your whole court case, the state of Florida. So it's kind of like one of those, it's like we all know that Otto Wallin did a very good job against, I think he did a good job. I mean, nobody know his name. He came from nowhere. He came out of nowhere, and he came up in there, and a guy from Sweden came up in there and made Tyson Fury look like a punk. Yeah, Bruce, they slanted, crooked, zigzag, all that shit. They just all over the fucking place. And it just, and I, that's why I think that's why I keep saying it's like I think that's the best course of action. I literally think that in order for I seriously think that these boxers need to start suing. Like franchise belts. I mean, well, what is it? Franchise tags or whatever the fucking shit is. Belt tag, status, whatever. I think every time that happens, I think every time that happened to somebody, they should have fucking sued. Charlo should have fucking sued. Because it's like every time something happens, you just switch your rules up to help somebody else out, or to get to for your bidding. No, Bruce, it's not going to stop you from fighting. Taking the WBC to court or CAS is not going to stop them from fighting. But you got to. What else are you going to do to get these guys right to do right? You can still. Joseph Diaz is still in court. He's still in court. He's still fighting. You can still box. I'm just saying, what else you gonna do? Because the government sure ain't gonna get into boxing. Then the government get into boxing, like with everything else, they can fuck it up. You think it's bad now? Shit. You think it's bad now? Boy, oh boy. And then they really can't even do that because where the money gonna come from? That's why you have the triple BOC and UCAT. One is government, and then the other one ain't. It's private. But look what the triple BOC does. Allows people to get in the ring and don't tell nobody, right? But at least here, the only thing good about it, the government stepped in, is that you can petition the government to have to actually answer to you as a public citizen. But like with the WBC, if you write them, you got to pay. If you want to petition the WBC, you got to pay a fee. And they might answer with some bullshit ass shit like it ain't got nothing to do with you. Bye. And just rip your shit up and set it on fire or something. I don't know, man. But I'm just saying, Bruce, or whoever's out there, because I think Bruce still here. He probably lighting up or something. I don't know, or petting his dog. But what would y'all do if y'all was a fighter? Listen, like Dillian White, and you really think that you got claim to the mandatory position, and they've been and you really feel that they've been screwing you out of that for years. What can you do? Even though I'm saying theoretically, I'm not saying what Dillian White has done in his career, because we all know that. But theoretically, if it was all true, what can Dillian White do? I'm just saying. I think a lot of fighters. I think if I was Devin Haney, I would have did it. If I was Charlo, I would have did it. I would have been like, no, you're not taking my opportunities away from me. You need to call for this dude to fight me, and that's it. You can do all that franchise shit later on, but don't do that shit with me. Because I'll sue. You know what I'm saying? I mean that's just maybe. Who knows, Bruce? Maybe I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? But something has to be done with these guys. Dillian White is the best thing that he ever done in his career, which was take the WBC to the Court of Arbitration of Sports, CAS. The best thing ever done in his career. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? But he's still not gonna get that fight till a while. Nah, you know what I'm saying? Maybe if when Deontay Wilder wins, maybe he should just give Ross Sportsman Lee what's happening. Maybe he should just give Dillian White a good ass whooping. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he should. put them in the trunk. You know what I'm saying? And get rid of them. But it's not gonna do anything for nobody. It's not gonna do anything for Deontay Wilder's standpoint as far as how fans see him. It's definitely not. You know what I'm saying? It's definitely not there because half of these motherfuckers are out here don't trust. The motherfucker got knocked out by a 40-year-old. How good can you be? You let a sloth. You let a dude with gout post-COVID lungs. I mean not post. Sorry, you let a guy with gout knock you out. Ooh, kind of right. Yeah, smooth. The dude with gout knocked you out so hard, you forgot when you got up. You said you got up right away, and we rolled the tape. You was seeing birdies. You was seeing birdies, sheep, all that shit. You probably watched the whole Netflix series how long you was sleeping. Because time moved extra quick while you was sleeping because you thought it was. Rod Sportsman Lee said Dillian White full of shit. Watch he would Doug Wilder. Yeah, I mean, he said no to AJ for $5 million, and who knows? He probably could have whooped on him. He probably could have whooped on him. I mean, he could have tried. You know what I'm saying? He could have tried, but he said no. So, arguably, Dillian White could have had 3 championship title shots. Check it out. He got whooped by AJ, right? He comes off of that, right? Takes the fight for AJ for $5 million, right? Right? Fight Dominic Brazil, fight King Kong Ortiz, fight somebody from over here of notoriety, somebody on that WBC list, somebody on there that can get you at least in the top 2, top 3 lickety split to where people will want to possibly take your head off because you suspect Dillian White. There's 2 suspect things. Well, I don't know. Not 2, it's more than 2. But Dillian White's ability not to lay on the canvas and Anthony Joshua's chin is extra zesty. Oh, damn. Williams said, don't be surprised if Otto Wallin puts Jillian White on his ass. I won't. I wouldn't either. Hey, it take a nice little wallop to cut you. It take a nice hit to cut you like that. I mean, he was a pussyfooting. I give Otto Wallin that. At least he tried. He just ran out of juice. William Old School Art said, Mike, I'm about to get off work. So peace out, bro. Peace to the chat. Hey, man, thanks for stopping by, man. You know, I appreciate you. But I wouldn't be surprised. I just got a feeling that they took that fight because they think it's gonna be an easy fight. Because Dillian White said he ain't taking no fucking risks. I mean, of all people, you fight Otto Wallin, and then you got another disaster. Another disaster we could talk about in this motherfucker, right? There's actually some good fights coming up, but we could talk about. I mean, if y'all want to talk about, we can, but we could talk about that in a later time and shit like that. But I want to talk about another fight that's coming up as well. I think it's a very disgusting fight. How about that? I think it is. I think this one. I think it's time for this guy to pack it in. Pack it in, mate. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think it makes any sense for this fight to even be made. I don't know why they did it. They chose to did it. I wonder if y'all can guess what I'm talking about. What fight could I be talking about? Can y'all take a guess? What fight could I be talking about? Volks UK, what's happening? What fight could I be talking about? That the fight that's coming up that should not even fucking happen. Actual boxers. Actual boxers. So I'm not talking about just some old dudes getting in the ring. Actual boxers. So fuck it. Y'all take it too long. Bam. These motherfuckers. Now, there ain't nothing wrong with Babbitt. In my opinion, there's nothing wrong with him. My whole thing is what's wrong is this Lucas Brown guy. Now, and all these articles still, they're trying to float around that Lucas Brown is this ex-world champion and shit. Blasey blah woo woo woo. He beat he beat James Toney when he had no legs and he was severely out of fucking shape. Now, Lucas Brown just got beat by one of them artificial muscle intelligence guys, a guy that don't box, a strongman, one of them dudes in the strongman competitions. Whooped Lucas Brown's ass. Whooped him proper. Gave him a proper ass whooping and showed him who's daddy. And now Lucas Brown is fighting Babbitt. I find this is a disgusting fight. If people want to say about Evander Holyfield and some of these other guys getting in the rings, when it comes to actual professional boxers fighting professional boxers, and we see it sometimes when people are really just sacrificial lambs and they get in there just for the sport of the crowd seeing somebody get knocked smooth the fuck out. That's the only reason why they put them in the ring, for the ooh and the fucking ah fucking factor. I might even buy this into the subscription on the zone just to see somebody die in the ring. That's a joke. That's a fucking joke. So don't get your fucking panties all in the bunch. But what I'm saying is, this fight is fucking disgusting. The only reason why they putting them in there is for you get. See, this is different between, to me, right? And the reason why this is different for me is, as Bruce said, "What's up, Rob Sports Belief?" This is different between Evander Holyfield and the UFC guy. And the reason why that's different is because the other guy wasn't a fucking seasoned fucking boxer. He wasn't a trained, seasoned fucking boxer, right? But this guy is. But the other guy, for some odd reason, every time he steps up and fights somebody half decent, it looked like a fucking murder scene. It looks like a fucking murder scene. Let me show y'all. That fucking name again? It looks like a fucking murder scene. I'm not making this shit up. I'm not making this shit up. He's slow, footwork slow, head movement slow, is punches slow, all of it slow. He can't do nothing. Once he start getting hit, he really can't defend himself. Yeah, he gave Dillian White a nice little shot, but in that fight, but I'm telling you guys, this dude is going to get up in here. Oh man, my bad, fellas. He's going to get up in there, possibly get killed, and ain't nobody saying that. I'm trying to find a good quality, man, because I don't know where all these bad quality ass videos come from. Like, thought I'd be able to pull it up real quick. It's easy. I had to mute myself that time. Them motherfuckers loud. My bad, y'all. I had to mute myself that time. That shit was loud in the motherfucker. All right. Fuck it. Here it is. You split them open and everything. Trying to pull it up for y'all. Hold up. Here we go. This is the murder scene I'm talking about. This is what it's going to be. This is what it's going to look like. Right here. Look at me acting like he did something. Look at him. Like, yeah. Man, you ain't did shit. This motherfucker was out of his fucking league. Oh, there his husband. There go him and his husband. Look. Loop. Oh, man, told all the back of that motherfucking head up. God, woo! Look at him. Look at him tear that boy head up. Tore that boy back of the head up. God damn. Look at this shit. Look. Purposely. On purpose. Straight up on purpose. He knocked him out clean though. But look at that. Look at that shit. Okay, now hold up. Damn it. Damn. This motherfucker fucking up. Fuck it. Y'all got my point though. Purposely hit the motherfucker in the back of the head and then knock Lucas Brown clean smooth the fuck out. Everybody thinking Lucas Brown is fucking dead and not breathing. That's the shit I'm talking about. Vote UK said they only want Wilder because when Wilder KOs White, they can still make AJ versus White too. Yeah. I mean, he just signed. AJ just signed a re-up with Matchroom Boxing. I mean, he gonna have to fight somebody else other than Wilder and Fury before he get up out of here. He gonna have to, and I think that's what they gonna do. They're already saying. Edward Hearn even said out of his own mouth that even if Fury loses, they still try to make that fight. So I'm just saying, it's like it's just weird. Like, why would you say that? Why would you say that when any other time you're gonna be trying to put your fighter in there for undisputed? Now all of a sudden the belts don't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they only mean something when you're trying to compare your fighter to somebody else. But right now they don't mean shit. JMJ said, "What's up, everybody? What's up, man? What's happening?" Yeah, I don't. It is what it is. I just find the fight, this Lucas Brown fight with Babbitt. I mean, he just a sacrificial lamb, man. He just a get in there, get your ass knocked out. He's just part of the entertainment. You're gonna get paid a little bit just to come up in there and get knocked smooth the fuck out, and they're gonna call it a night. And another thing is, right? So, let me show y'all something. So, people on Twitter, I don't know where they get their information from and shit like that. I don't know how they come up with half the shit they say and stuff like that. Some of the shit I say don't be off, be off and shit like that. But it is what it is. But I want to show you guys something real quick. I can remove that. I ain't trying to. I'm not trying to see that shit anymore. Desktop, right? Yeah, that's where the screenshots go. Okay, cool. Boom. Let me get rid of this. Okay, cool. Okay. All right, now your neighborhood guy, what's his name? Ishay Smith said 3 weeks out, and either I'm losing it or Fury doesn't look in top form going into the fight. Maybe my eyes are playing tricks on me, but I've never been wrong. The part where he says never been wrong, I'm pretty sure you got something wrong, dude. I'm pretty sure somewhere shape along the way you got something fucking wrong. So I think you need to cut that shit out, and I think you could have just deleted that part out. And then I go on to say, at the end of the day, Tyson Fury has not been looking like he is in shape, but smaller fighters have always gave him trouble because they made him work / made him fatigue. With that being said, motherfuckers are questioning whether Fury is in shape or not because they're scared. They're fucking scared. That's why. That's why he's saying that shit. These motherfuckers don't want Deontay Wilder to win. They're fucking scared. So what if Deontay Wilder loses? If Deontay Wilder wins, so fucking what? Like, motherfuckers are going to lose. It shouldn't be. Y'all, these motherfuckers is always trying to make it somebody versus somebody else. Put people on this side of the spectrum. Put people on that side of the spectrum. And then when your people win, y'all want to hoard them and laugh at other people and say, "Who you going to fight now? Who you going to fight now? Look, Wilder is not going to get his third fight with Fury. Who's going? What do you guys in the LDBC think? What do you guys think in the LDBC? Now, what do you think what Wilder should do with his career now? Should he go and fight White? Should he go and fight this guy, that third?" It's like shouldn't even be like that. It shouldn't. Right? Now, Tyson Fury ain't been coming in shape in a lot of his fucking fights. All right? He ain't, as of recently, he ain't been fucking looking in the best of shape. So, I give him that. Right? Okay. You know, he still comes in a bit of shape, but, you know, people don't make him work. So, you don't know. But to the flip side to that is, you know, people want confirmation that he's been in the gym, right? People want to see the videos. People want to see the workout. People want to see the results of going to the gym for their pleasure, so they can make an opinion on whether or not he's in shape or not. And you ain't seen much. You seen out of all the videos with Tyson Fury, right? And between Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder has put out the best, has looked the best in his videos. Whether or not you want to say his feet placement ain't all that, and you know, he's looking at the ground when he's throwing body shots or whatever the case may be, you know, but at least Deontay Wilder has shown dedication to the gym. You can't say that Wilder hasn't shown dedication to the gym, unlike Tyson Fury, because y'all want to see all this shit and ain't nothing to see with Tyson Fury, but a small hand of weird ass videos, right? So, you know, it is what it is. Now, my whole thing is, I wish they would do I'm kind of iffy about it. Kind of wish they would do a press conference. Kind of, you know, whatever the case may be, leading up to the fight. Either it's via what is it, Skype or whatever, or you know what I mean, whatever, you know, video chat, whatever, video conference, whatever, and talk they shit. But at the same time, I think I am pretty much done. All of Deontay Wilder's interviews, you know, people have ran out of fresh questions to ask. Everything is sounding pretty much the same. The same goes for Tyson Fury. They pretty much ran out of questions to be asked. So it's gonna be a lot of repetitive shit that I probably don't even want to listen to. You know, what are you gonna say? Hey, Deontay Wilder, what do you think about cheating ass Fury's gloves? I mean, at this point, does it matter? Really, it don't matter. Like, I still talk about it from time to time because people be bringing it up and they want to just keep throwing it out there to make the grandstand and make themselves feel like they're educated, or, you know, trying to shit on somebody else because they believe the dude cheated. And I'm like, ready to tell you the truth, I don't give a fuck at this point. I stopped giving a fuck about if Tyson Fury cheated a long time ago because I knew the third fight was happening. They have October fucking 9th. Does it matter if Tyson Fury cheated in their last fight? No. Not to me. This right here is Deontay Wilder's time to to redeem, to collect on that ass. So that's just how I put it. There's some other stuff I want to talk about, but I totally skipped my mind. They talking about Pacquiao is gonna make his decision in October whether or not he's gonna retire. Of course, Tate Jones is on Michael Benson and Mike Carpenter's ass. That channel BDA is still fucking, I don't know, making LDBC videos like they did a video talking about some whatever, man. I just tell people all the time, like, I can make a video talking about you and not fucking call you out of your name, not putting the not slattering your name in the title and all that shit. I just find it Tara Brown is going to have a fight coming up pretty soon. That's going to be pretty cool. Hopefully sooner than later. There's rumor on the streets that Madison Serrano and Katie Taylor is supposed to be getting the ring, and then Shields with Savannah Marshall. So hopefully if we can get those fights at the end of the year, that'd be dope, man. That'd be a nice way to end the year off. Even though deep down inside, Madison Serrano and Chris Shields, they're gonna have to meet up at some point, man. And it is what it is. They can't be having these two powerhouses in boxing in America. And I know what weight class she in, but I don't want to hear all that. I'm just saying, eventually they're gonna have to get in the ring, man. And that's just what it is. And people can say whatever they want. And she's at this weight class, she at this weight class. They got ain't nothing but space and opportunity. They could get it done. They ain't the last time shit ain't been done. Maybe in 2-3 fights, figure it out. I don't know, but Amanda Serrano's gonna drop Katie Taylor with some body shots, maybe even knock her out smooth. I wish that these sanctioned bodies would make those 3-minute fights, 3-minute rounds. I seriously wish that, because if those are 3-minute rounds, Clarissa and Amanda Serrano would get these bitches up out of here. Straight up. Put them bitches in the trunk quick. Didn't want it. I mean, that's just me. Oh, I have a question though. This is my question, right? Do y'all they called, so they was going around talking about Jermaine Franklin and all these other cats with this Dillian White, right? And it looks like we're getting Dillian White and Otto Wallin. Y'all thinking these motherfuckers in shape? Y'all think Dillian White or Otto Wallin is in shape, man? I don't know when the last time Dillian White even did an interview, but it's not like I go around checking either. But that dog needs to shut the fuck up. That dog's just small and just man. But anyways, I don't think they're in shape. I'm about to put some jerk chicken on. That's what I'm about to do. I'm about to put the jerk chicken. Yeah, I don't think they're in shape, man. I don't think. Well, I know I'm gonna say, based off of Dillian White's history, he's not in shape. I mean, Dillian White has been one of those guys who just, has squandered a lot of his performances and fights due to not being in shape. I know a lot of people probably out there, yeah, it's just my opinion, man. I'm not saying he, that's what I meant to say with it, is that, in my opinion, I think he's out of shape. And I'm making sure, okay, cool. I really think he's out of shape. People can say whatever they want to, but it is what it is. I'm gonna get up out of here, man. I need to get on this jerk chicken. On that note, shout out to the LDBC.